We're going to stay with the internet now because every year thousands of young people head off to third level college and they have to face the problem of finding suitable accommodation. Not always easy. But now a man who studied computers at Carlow IT has set up a website which resolves the problem. Owen Ryan has been finding out more.
27 years old Kevin Conway in his hometown of Clonmel. Today he's meeting with his new business partners who are working with him to take his internet business to another level. In the time since he set up the web-based operation GrabaGAFF, it has gone from strength to strength. Today's meeting is to discuss the next phase in their business development plans. The intention is to expand the students' accommodation website into other related areas. It's all a far cry from where it began when the young student arrived in Carlow IT a few years ago to study computers.
I think initially the idea came when I had to go to college, and as a student from Clonmel to go to Carlow, myself and a friend of mine had to get a bus from Clonmel to Kilkenny. This is in the summer before the actual college service ran, and then a bus from Kilkenny to Carlow, which took I think maybe 3.5 hours between stopovers. We then found ourselves kind of rushing around the town, not knowing where we were going. We didn't know the layout of the town, barely finding a place and then having to rush back. We ended up doing this twice, and the second time we missed our bus and had to stay in Carlow for the night. So at this stage, this was many years ago now, but I think it started in the back of my head going through those trials and tribulations just to find some accommodation. And obviously the course I went through is IT. So as I progressed through my degree course, the idea kind of came to fruition. GrabaGAFF is slang, Irish slang for a house. So we were always trying to provide a student-orientated website. So the name has to be student-orientated. So GrabaGAFF, and it's memorable as well. You remember it. You know, it's not too long, it's not too small. It just someone said it, and instantly we knew this is the one we're going with. We're going with this name.
We set off from the beginning to be a little bit quirky. You'll find some of the things in there are worded a certain way that you wouldn't expect from the likes of Amazon. Well, it was there from the beginning. The name itself, GrabaGAFF. If we wanted to be fairly mainstream, we'd have a house or maybe attached to an apartment. Oh, that's terrible. But from there, we use that as a little springboard. We've got things in there like error messages that are normally very stiffy, but we've got fingers waggling at you. Our disclaimer, possibly the most boring piece of text on the site, has a rather angry man attached to it. So we've done our best to brighten up areas that would normally be fairly bland. And that has kind of all come together and given a fairly unique sense of humour, which not everybody gets, but no one got Monty Python either.
As well as accommodation availability, the website provides information for third-level students about schools and colleges around the country, as well as information about the towns and cities where these colleges and institutes are based. There are forums and chat rooms where students can exchange practical information. GrabaGAFF is a one-stop shop for new and existing students. Carlow IT is just one of many third-level institutes around the country that provide courses in computer sciences. Staff at IT Carlow see lots of scope for GrabaGAFF and other computer-based businesses.
The number of students who graduate and gone and start their own business is a trend that has just started coming around now. There was never a tradition in the past of this happening, but recently we've noticed that a number of students have started, and instead of taking a job, they decided instead to start their own company. So we're glad to see that, and we offer them support, and we hope that it will continue to grow at the same rate it has. The GrabaGAFF project is a good example of innovation and students starting their own company. A student graduated, saw an opportunity in the marketplace, saw a niche that wasn't covered by anyone else, and went and set up this website to cover that. And that's the kind of thing that we hope we'll see a lot more of in the future.
Not all third-level institutes have their own accommodations website, but even those that do, like IT Carlow, can see value in the site.
The website GrabaGAFF is available to students nationwide, so it gives them useful information to check out accommodation.
And is that complementary to the work that you do then, or an advantage?
It would be, yes, for the students to see what's out there and what's available nationwide.
Not all college websites have the accommodation online. Now, there are a number, but not all of them. And maybe not all colleges can have the application to put it up online. So basically, we're complementing the student accommodation officer in each college.
And this site is unique. There's no doubt about it. It is focused towards students, not focused towards getting landlords to let their properties, and that's the key. And once you have that ability to attract the students, you can then move on and offer a whole range of services, and I think that is unique. There is no competition for that.
Primarily, I hope to provide a service that people appreciate and use, because it's kind of a labour of love at this stage, you know. But also, we would be trying to develop it into a business, and in doing so, obviously make a living.